Hi, I'm Brendan.
Pat. I'm Hal. This is Blair.
And we're Mountain Dust. You're watching Bucketlist.
I'm Sean from Bucketlist, and we're here with Mountain Dust. So I'm going to start with some, pretty general questions, and then go from there. So, how would you best describe your sound? You don't have to be like genre-based.
Cinematic heavy blues.
Cinematic. Okay. Yes. I like that. Well, why cinematic?
Brendan's weird.
Yeah. Just wanted a big word before.
No, that's the cinematic is a lot. I guess I don't know. Brendan writes a lot of the stuff, brings a lot of the structures of the songs forward.
Okay, cool.
So I was just blaming it on him because he writes the songs.
Yeah. Yeah, that was my next question. So, is it just Brandon who writes the songs? Do you contribute stuff? Like, how does that go?
It'll be like just a single riff that gets brought in, and then it really builds from there with all of us. Through a lot of stages each song.
Yeah, I think the word cinematic means that we spend a lot of time arranging the facts that and we do that as a band. Like Brendan writes the lyrics and the melodies and stuff, but that vibe of making things kind of go up and down, different instrumentation. That's probably what we all do together.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I think having so much different instruments going on is what adds a lot of the atmosphere to make it cinematic.
Mm-hmm. Textures. Yeah, because a stoner rock vibe is usually that's a car with one speed,
Yeah.
So we kind of wanted to.
Yeah, because that's why I asked. I was told it was stoner rock, but I was listening to it. Oh, it's much more than described, So I wanted to ask you guys what you thought about it, because clearly it was more than just, hey, we're just going to do stoner rock. That's it.
Yeah, I think we kind of started wanting to do that, but then we tried different stuff. Yeah, it kind of started that way, which is why it sounds like that. But yeah.
Cool. Do you guys have any musical influences, or it was just
very, very all over the map? It's just kind of what we come up with. I think we all have some similar taste in music, but we also have different. We all sort of have things that we listen to that other people in the band don't listen to.
Okay, like what, for example?
Well, I don't think I listen to a band that sounds like Mountain Dust, really.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know.
Oh, it's interesting. So you guys don't even listen to that kind of stuff, but it just comes together that way.
I don't listen to lapsteel music in my spare time. That's true. I do.
Well, what kind of stuff? What kind of stuff do you guys listen to? What's the weirdest stuff? The stuff so far from Mountain Dust.
I've been listening to West African music, believe me. Like Nigerian Afrobeat stuff. It's my fella. Yeah. Oh. And but even the more rock stuff and the psych stuff. I can't really ever remember the names, but I find these playlists online. It's freaking amazing. Yeah. They're so much better than us.
Cool. And you said you come from different backgrounds and stuff. Liz was telling me that you guys have so many different projects. Did it start with this project and go from there, or did you meet through other projects? How did this come together?
This was a 4-way side project.
Yeah. Okay, so you're all in different side projects, and you're like, oh, that's gonna be
the 4 of us put this together from all being in different bands. Yeah, that's true.
Did you guys know each other beforehand, or was it just?
I knew Brendan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had met Hal once very briefly.
Oh yeah? Why? Years before?
Yes, Andrew.
Okay.
Hal's really tall, so you can remember.
It was so memorable that
Nobody knows me, but they remember me.
I'm gonna say, actually, I feel like I remember you. You didn't even never met you before, but. So wait, how did you decide to do this? Were you like, oh, we should just do a band, these guys are cool, or how did that?
Kevin Keegan and I started just once a week, sitting on his couch, times together, writing songs, and it got to the point where we had a pile of songs and decided we should get a band.
Yeah.
And that's where, we both met Hal once.
Yeah.
So
it's like, hey, you remember that guy?
Yeah.
Well, but cause Hal I didn't do the last barn burner too. How did the last barn burner?
That was at Mountain Dust.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That was like 6 months into Mountain Dust. Remember
Or is that Blair Jerome?
it was
Wow, I totally.
we just recorded that like we jammed for like a month and a half. We
Yeah.
recorded like 9 songs,
Yeah.
and it was when we were mixing it in that place and Kevin asked me to do
Oh, yeah, I thought it was like the other way around. Well, you would know.
it. So, yeah, so it didn't really start with either of us. It was more Brendan starting, I guess, with Kevin, and then Kevin brought me into the mix. I think Sandro maybe had told Kevin, like, I guess he had introduced us, and then
Yeah, exactly. He knew, Kevin knew through Sandro that you were a bassist.
then you guys,
You were both like, hey, remember that guy? Oh, he played
Yeah.
bass. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and I think we kind of assumed that you would know a drummer.
yeah, totally did. Yeah. You did, you asked me, and yeah, I suggested Blair, and then just the 4 of us for a while, and then Kevin moved back to BC,
Okay,
and that's when Pat came out.
cool.
Kevin and I had talked about starting a band called Mountain Dust together.
Yeah.
And then Trigger Effect released a record, and I went on tour for like quite a long cycle. And then when I got back from that cycle, he moved, so I joined Mountain Dust. And like, we had talked about starting a band together, and then he moved, and I was never in the band.
Oh, okay.
It's just kind of bizarre.
So you brought the name in, you're like, hey, I like this.
No, they called it Mountain Dust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. This band started kind of weird.
It's so complex.
Yeah.
The name started with Pat and Kevin,
Yeah.
who have both been in Mountain Dust but never at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa, that's
Yeah.
weird. Okay.
He and I came up with the name Mountain Dust.
Yeah.
And then have never been in the band together.
Played
Oh, wow.
one show together, though, I think.
Yeah.
Firefly.
That's right, yeah, Kevin was there.
Who knows?
So where is Kevin?
We all went to high school together.
Kevin's
Nice.
We're just like lying.
One
Just
line.
make up like an easier story. How'd you guys start this? We all met in the men's room.
We're in the loo, having a good old chat.
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin moved back to Vancouver and he has a band called Dead Quiet.
Oh, okay.
Who are really, really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, check it out.
Nice. Definitely will do. Cool. So I'm gonna go more into like your album a bit because I checked it out and I loved it. So I was looking at the lyrics a bit. And I only glanced at it a bit, but I noticed like a lot of fire and brimstone and stuff like that. I don't know what was like your influence with the lyrics. Like, I didn't analyze them too much, but oh wow.
That's how it has.
Yeah.
How it always say, hate, pure hatred.
Yeah, it's like you guys are so nice, and I'm like, oh, that's very nice.
Just pain, anguish, angst, hatred.
Cool.
A lot of
I love your hatred.
bad
I'm
things.
so glad. Like, I'm so glad.
Just wanted to jot down things that I could, sing and scream about.
Oh, there you go. Cool. Yeah, because you guys seem like super nice guys. And I was like, oh, fire and brimstone. I have to bring this up. Cool.
Show up and just very like
Disco bands are like really mean.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Metal
That's
bands
it.
are goofy too.
Yeah, maybe that's. See a disco band and they're actually like the worst. Yeah, so I was also reading. You released this album independently, right? At first.
Yeah.
That's correct. And then I don't know if I'm getting this right. German label Cosmic Artifacts. That's right.
Yeah.
They heard it and then picked you guys up. They were like, "Oh, this is awesome." Like, how did that all come together? 'Cause
They actually said this is awesome.
they said this is awesome. They sent you an email. That's
It's like that German joke.
That's great, man. Keep it up.
good accent.
Well, I think he told us when he first contacted us, he just found us on Bandcamp.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's kinda
Wow.
crazy.
So you're just like surfing through and it's like,
Yeah, just
yes.
looking for bands and yeah, I feel like we're a real testament to how awesome the internet is.
Yeah, that's really cool because like there's like tons of stuff on there, and I just thought it was amazing that he just like picked you guys out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we thought it was pretty amazing too.
his email was titled "Vinyl Release, Please" with a smiley face.
Really?
He just asked us like, "Can we do this?"
It was just like yes.
Yeah,
Wow. And how did it progress from there? Like it was just like
That's pretty much it.
it was just a smiling face in there. Like,
That was the contract you sent us.
It's a smiley face. We signed with another smiley face.
Yeah.
That's it.
You're signed for 10 years now.
Yeah. Ours is, he had one sign up, we had four, one each.
Yeah.
We would draw our own self.
It has to kind of look a little things a little bit. Mine has like a little mustache.
Yeah, that actually came to fruition. Like the vinyl exists now, and it's coming out. Yeah, it's going to go next month.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really,
Actually, no, it's out now online, but we're gonna tour it next month.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's on Spotify. I was like, oh, I gotta check this out before I go. Yeah. So when are you touring for it? You just
We're playing 5 shows starting next Friday in April, March and April.
Oh, very cool.
We're doing Hamilton, Toronto, Montreal, Quebec City, and St. Hyacinthe.
Cool. Have you done these kind of tours before? Like where else have you guys?
It's the same. This is market work. Kind of like every 6 months we kind of repeat the whole cycle.
Okay,
for
cool.
A lot of these cities, yeah.
Well, so, I'm asking because now that you're with this German label that I have to remember the name, Cosmic Artifacts. Is there a chance you'll go more European or anything like that? Since they're located.
That's the goal. Yeah.
Cool.
It's definitely been in the talks.
It's been okay. There's another smiley face.
Yeah. He sent us a smiley face. We haven't smiley faced him back. We're still working.
There's an eye there.
It's like one of those faces, like smiley faces with the mouth that goes straight across.
Yeah.
We sent him one of those back. So he sent us one with the crooked.
Sent in a rudimentary drawing of an airplane. Question mark.
Yeah.
Is that something you guys would want to do? For sure.
Yes.
That's the goal. Cool. Did you ever Did you think this was something that was gonna go that far? Where you just let's just release it independently? We feel like what we've done wasn't more than that.
I find Mountain Dust never ceases to surprise me.
Okay.
That people really like it. Not that I don't think it's good, but
Right.
I find we work really hard at making the music, but I think we just sort of put it out and see what happens and play the shows and see what happens, and the reaction's actually always super positive.
That's awesome. So the intention was never, oh yeah, we're gonna take on the world. It's more I love this.
I feel like when I do that with a band that I want to take on the world, it doesn't work. And then when it's let's just make a record, put it on the internet, you get signed in 2 weeks. It's
and a smiley face. That's
Smiley face.
Emailing you. Do you guys, where do you think you're going next musically? You want to do some of the same stuff? Does it just come as it goes?
Well, we've already started writing the next album. And,
Wow. Okay.
I feel like it's still in the same vein.
Still dusty, still doomy.
Yeah.
It's been more cosmic though.
Yeah, I think it's a bit less doomy.
Yeah,
There is
definitely less
more
cosmic stuff on
There
it.
is some doom stuff going on. I think it's more drama.
Drama.
Yeah.
Very cinematic.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We don't. It's weird to write songs to accommodate kind of less traditional instruments in that style of music, so it kind of always ends up we couldn't play Sleep or one of those just very classic doom bands because we don't have the instrumentation of it, so we have to go.
Yeah,
We have to do other stuff. You know what I mean? Which I think on the next record it'll be probably a little less heavy, but a little crazier.
There's pretty heavy parts on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many things,
How non-committal of an answer was that?
No, that was pretty. No, it was a good. I didn't know that you guys are already writing. I just wanted to know that, so it's pretty. That's pretty good. Cool. Sorry, I always like to ask bands this because I like stories. I like good stories or bad stories or horror stories. But do you have a worst gig story or a best gig? Well, actually, worst gig more interesting. Do you have a worst gig story?
One gigs are pretty good actually.
Yeah,
It's one of those weird things. I feel like it's like everything with Mountain Dust. It's sort of let's just see what happens. And all the gigs in the team pretty awesome.
Yeah. Okay, best gig. There we go.
I'd say we have the highest batting average of any band I've ever played in.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's pretty much expected, but that you're gonna play some bad gigs and you have some good stories, but it's
We get there and it's flawless, everything.
things.
They're pretty decent.
Yeah.
Nothing to complain about.
And you know what? And even if there is, we're just such positive people.
No, yeah. Trying to cause me infighting.
Yeah, I mean,
Except for the lyrics, yeah.
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that's
the
what I'm
lyrics,
saying. So doom.
no, we just. I can't think of anything.
Wow.
None of that stands out of I can't believe we rolled in on that one.
Was there was there a best gig, a gig where you're oh, this is amazing. This is
Favorite gig?
beyond expectations.
I wasn't there, but you guys trashed that house. That's something.
Oh yeah, shit. That wasn't the gig though.
That wasn't the game.
You just went to a house and tried.
No, a friend of ours was leaving a house and it was being gutted to be renovated after he left it, and his landlord had hired him to gut the house.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
so we played a show, and then he threw a party destroying the house because
That's amazing.
like like fireworks inside, like sledgehammers. Like it was really like.
That's probably.
I mean, we weren't playing music at the
Yeah, I was gonna say,
time. This is what happened. Like
That's part of the game. That's part of the game.
That was part of the game.
You're really playing and then like, oh, let's just destroy shit at the same time.
No, this was all like before. It was like, by the way, after the show, we're going to have a destruction party. And we did.
Damn.
Caitlin from Public Animal played, which is a really, really amazing band.
Yeah.
She played this like swan song on like a keyboard, and then the keyboard got sledgehammered. It was like a satanic sacrifice of like a keyboard.
Was the keyboard part of the decoration of the house? Why was it?
It was in the house. I mean, he wasn't moving with it, so he was like, we're smashing all this stuff, and he was like, smash the keyboard. It was nuts.
After the party, he's like, "Oh wait, I forgot to move out first. Oh, you guys wrecked out my shit."
That was pretty wild.
Cool. Wow. All right. Yeah. All right.
The show was good too.
Yeah,
Oh, the show was good.
yeah, the show was great.
Cameron from Farnborough and Sickness played bass with that show. Hal was there with Eagle Tears too.
Cool.
So,
Cool. So I guess we have time for one last question, and it's one we ask always. So what's on Mountain Dust's bucket list? So this could be like two-parter, like professionally, maybe personally, really whatever you guys want, but something that's on your bucket list. You've always wanted to do. Haven't done it.
I want to get Mountain Dust flown to a show. One show.
Just one.
Like the demand for our band is so high that someone's willing to fly us for one show.
That would be cool, yeah. And then destroy a house.
It's already done, man. I like it.
Yeah.
Gotta move on.
Yeah,
that's what I was
true.
checking
You gotta
out.
progress.
I think Europe is on the bucket list.
Yeah.
Sure. For one show.
One show.
Just one cherry.
Wait, isn't Europe the city of the flight?
Yeah, what's one of the
You guys said
cities?
you play Europe. I thought it was a place. It's the city.
Do you have any like personal ones, like stuff that isn't band related? Because I always like to hear like some people like skydiving and stuff like that.
I've never had the urge to skydive. I don't feel like
I don't like it
because I'm afraid to do it. I feel like I would do it, but it's not like someone excited. I mean, I don't know. That's I always felt like that skydiving. People are like, yeah, you got to do it. Like you're excited to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. You're like in the plane, you're like, why am I doing this? It's too late.
But other than a negative response to your question,
It was like you would act it was something Snow wanted to do. I don't know.
pet a tiger. No. Punch an alligator. No. Well, these are things I don't want to do.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, okay, I think you want it.
So they're not on my bucket list. I saw a video today of a guy dressed like a Tyrannosaurus Rex and like fucking with an alligator. The alligator's like trying to get it. It looked kind of funny with one of those kind of funny T-Rex costumes.
Yeah, how did he react? Like,
The alligator was pissed. He was pissed. He's like, what's this fucking T-Rex doing? He's doing it. Trying to get rid of the T-Rex is messing with him, slapping him on the snout and stuff.
Alright, I gotta check that out. Do you have any other personal bucket lists?
I'd like to get nominated for a really major award at the Blues.
Why lose? Why lose?
It's better poetry that way. So.
Really?
I'm just fucking around.
I'd like to find a pair of pants that don't rip in the crotch after 3 months.
Oh, impossible.
You know,
Yeah.
Those are
I know,
exist.
my life is hopeless.
I'd like to find pants that fit properly. Like if I put my pants up to where they're supposed to go, they're way too high. Like they're way too high. And they don't really go over my love handles. But if I put them below my love handles, they sag too much and then the crotch rips. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You have to have the ones that are just like slightly too big.
I guess
Slightly. I don't know.
Or just
That's
lose the
great.
love handles.
That.
Good
I don't know.
luck. Yeah, that's also a possibility.
Okay, so part of every interview, and why we asked you guys to bring all these weird instruments, is we asked bands to take part in a song challenge. So we give you 4 relatively easy songs, usually pretty poppy or well-known, and you guys have to do your best to cover them. It's just fun, obviously, like they don't have to be perfect, but you just do your best and have fun with it. So we're gonna give you 4 songs, and you pick the one that you think you guys could do the best, or the one you'd want to do. Cool?
Cool. Man, I feel like a woman. Man, I feel like a woman.
Who's better?
That's actually a pretty good one, but now that you want to do it, I don't know. Man, I'll save it for another one though. Okay, here we go. So I'll start with the funniest one last, but okay. Toto, Africa, is first. Outcast, Hey Ya. 3, George Michael, Careless Whisper. Pretty good. And then this was Liz's pick, so just want to give a shout out. What in the butt, Samwell.
This melodic would be perfect for a saxophone.
I don't know what 2 of those are.
Careless Whisper.
That's the one I don't know.
This thing would be perfect for that. Oh, I'm never gonna do this again.
You know a lot about this.
Yeah.
We're Mountain Dust, and this is Careless Whisper by George Michael.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Board up the blackened sky.